Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? Hey everybody in the clouds, if you don't mind hitting that like button, share the video if you care. I would really appreciate it. Hey C Mac TV, hey Jamie Brain. Thank you, girl. Can y'all hear me okay? I had to pop on real quick and do me some commentary, okay? Because girl, this live might be a little messy. I don't know. But baby, let me tell y'all what happened. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Hey, True Black. True Black was over there, right? So, child, I woke up this morning, getting my coffee, letting the dog out. Y'all know the regular, right? Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Hey, Dr. Soapy Love, how you been doing? Hey, just reading my book. So, yeah, I click on YouTube, of course, after I get my coffee made. I'm standing in the kitchen waiting for the dog to do what he do, come back in the house, right? So, first video I come to, child, is Truth Enterprise. Bye bye. When I said and True Black was over there too, right? So Truth was talking about what happened on the Fruit Loops channel last night, right? On Lemon's channel, right? So honey, I'm listening and she giving a backstory and things that happened a year ago, honey. And she just talking about Lolo wanting to get with a married man and all of this and all of that. And then she was on lemon, acting like she didn't know it. I was all into it, right? So, honey, Luke, Truth, I'm gonna get my whole life on Truth Enterprise, right? Hey, Cosmic Girl, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to do me some commentary, right? I wasn't even going to talk about it at first, but baby, I had to be messy. I couldn't help myself, right? Because, child, I am a wife, and this lady, Lord, God bless her, right? So anyway, True plays a little bit of the video where they were talking last night, right? And the lady is just, giving us, pretty much her life story as it pertains to her marriage. Now, number one, y'all know I do not believe in oversharing, right? Especially on the entertainment apparatus, right? Such as YouTube, right? Because if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. But evidently, child, this stuff started a long time ago. Now, mind you, I don't know these people, right? And this is why I said that the second part of the title, I got to put Lolo's name in this title, right? Because, girl, I got something to say to you, right? But anyway, I said I agree with TrezurLane. So TrezurLane did a little quick video this morning, right? I caught his, and he was talking about how this sector is really just pretty much a portal, for anybody to come in, pretty much sit on, the panels that be going on. It was on Lemon's panel, 8 or 9 or 10 hours. You can just sit on that panel no matter what sector you come in. You can spill your beans, tell your story. Lemon to go walk his dog and all of this. Right? He ain't even in the thing, but he's still making his AdSense money, right? He's still on her 8, 9, 10. He ain't the only one. They do even doing it in the daytime now, right? Thirsty ass YTC even over there doing it in the daytime. With her raggedy, I can't understand what the fuck she's saying ass, right? I said, Lord have mercy. So anyway, Truth was playing a little bit of video, right? And I said, well, let me go listen for myself. Hey, Tracy World, right? I said, let me go listen for myself, right? So Truth played part of the video, and everything. And thank you, True, because child, if it ain't nothing interesting, I ain't checking for it anyway, right? I am not never checking to see what went on that man's life, right? I'm just not unless I heard something about it first, right? So this was one of the times that I heard something. I was interested. I was getting a good kick. Thank you, Dr. Sophie, getting my whole life about the way Truth was presenting, what was going on, right? So, okay, I go over there and listen, right? So now I started the video before the timestamp, that Truth, started it in on, right? So the lady is over there talking, and she is just telling the business, right? Now, one thing that stuck out to me was first, the lady, I think her name was Vonnie. She said that she had been knowing this man since she was 12 years old. And she said that, I really think that she loved the man. She gave the man her youth, right? And but I feel like she's a woman scorned, right? She is a wife scorned, and she got every right to be, But see, sometimes you gotta trust in the Lord and sit back and watch, okay? You gotta sit back and watch. She called him man a narcissist. And tell I can't think of everything, but she said, but a couple things stood out to me, right? So she said all that before, she got to the part to what Truth was talking. Wasn't it a mess, Dr. Sophie? Y'all please hit the like button. Share the video if you could, right? So she said that the man, she said a whole lot of allegations on him, right? Now, first off, here's the thing that really made the story stick out to me, right? Truth Enterprise gave a backstory, right? And the lady confirmed that Truth Enterprise said that a year ago, what is her name? A year ago, Uppity Negro Goddess was gonna do a dating show, right? And Drip was gonna be one of the contestants or something like that, and Lolo went behind Uppy's back and got the Drip guy's number. Now I don't know what sector these people come from, but like TrezurLane said, hey Jill, this is a portal for anybody just come in and do content, and we know we do content on their content because we don't have no content, right? Because really the beef sector is no more. Now yesterday I had to get a helper together real quick because they thought they could son me. And I'm thinking, is this bitch for real? Did she lose every last bit of her goddamn Tweety Bird ass mind? Bitch, stop. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. So, anyway, she's talking and she's saying a whole lot of things that went on with this man over the years, right? Now, I kept saying in my mind as this lady keep talking and she keeps alleging more and more things happen. I'm thinking, girl, how in the world could you deal with it? It ain't that much love in the world. I'm not made that way, okay? I am not. I don't give a damn. I am not made that way, right? So she said that the man was stealing from her kids. So now I thought that her kids were their kids, right? But evidently, no, her kids are by somebody else, right? And so at first, when Truth was talking about, how long they had been married or whatever, I was assuming that they had been married, for years and years and years, right? So, but I don't think that that was the case because she got kids by somebody else. Child, she said the drip man done stole her son's limited edition Jordans and pawned them. Child, she said he was on alcohol. He got several DUIs where he lost his license. She said he was stealing the jewelry at the house. Baby, basically, he was stealing everything but the kitchen sink. I said, honey, and if he could have got the kitchen sink out of there, I'm sure he would have stole it too. Sticky fingers, right? Child, she called him a narcissist. Okay. And and then here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I really do think that lady cared about him and still do care about him because if she didn't still care about right junkie stunts, right, hide your Jordans, right, right, Doctor So. So, but if she still didn't care about him, she wouldn't be scorned, right? So fast forward, she says she's been in another relationship now for 5 months. She couldn't take it anymore. Now I don't know if her final straw. Oh, then the drip guy supposed to have a baby, right? Now, yeah, Sandra. Now, okay, so she talked about the stuff he was stealing. He was on alcohol and drugs. They had broke up the first time and they were supposed to get a divorce. She had paid 200 something dollars. They had went to the courts. I guess they filed for the divorce, but she dropped it when she found out he had leukemia, right? So she dropped it. She wanted to be what is that top? Did that, y'all? I am not lying. Dr. Soapy, Sandra, Cosmic Girl, C-Back, everybody. When that lady said she dropped that divorce, hey, True Black, because she wanted to take care of him, the first thing that came into my mind, Dr. Soapy, was the old Tyler Perry movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I said, bitch. Woo! Do y'all remember Diary of a Mad Black Woman? When he got shot, the lawyer and all of this and all that, how bad she treated him when she was taken care of. Child, that's the Woo, child. That's the first thing that came. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Right. So and Truth over there. Now I don't know if Truth was adding some sauce to the story. Right. I was thinking she was over there kicking out me too, right? Daddy Ness, is that a troll page? Look, the storyline was just as shocking as that one time Ness and Mr. Durham. I look, I ain't trying to do all that, right? But anyway, so you choking up Cassandra. Girl, I was choking on my coffee because truth, truth ain't no damn good. She had me going, right? Oh, child. Child, you know what you right, Cosmic Girl, because it's like a whole soap opera around here, okay? Hey, Miss Creel, I got a question for you. Was you into it with Jay Dunn because of something that happened in the back chat? I was wondering about that. I got 25 likes. Are we on the way to at least 50 likes? Can I get a like? Can a black woman that's not angry and she not mad, but can I get a like? Please. But anyway, so that's the first thing I thought about. Diary of a mad black woman, right? Woo, child, she dodged the bullet with just. Let me tell you something, Georgia. She still want that bullet, okay? I'm getting to it, right? So, rather, excuse me, on Truth Enterprise, she just said, no, I wasn't something. I wasn't, but JASB and mixology. Who is JASB? Hey, is Mother in here? Is James Caldwell in here, y'all? Anyway, child, let me tell you. So, I don't even see him, but hey, James, if you in here, hey, just trolling. So let me tell you, I thought about that, right? So the lady, Truth Enterprise, her messy ass, say it happened, it started a year ago. See, Lolo was over there acting dumb, right? Like she had no idea, all the intricacies that were going on in their marriage, right? But if you don't got his number behind the scenes, bitch, you know what the hell is going on, okay? I'm just saying, hey, Red Vines, right? And so, and so, but Truth over there, her messy ass, cause the man, then it said the man got leukemia or whatever, right? Truth over talking about she was taking care of that motherfucker, and he got on Pampers, and he ain't made no damn baby, cause his tallywhacker don't work. I said, bitch, hey, she squeaky. She said that baby that supposed to be his ain't his baby, cause his tallywhacker don't work. She said he was shooting bullets. I was like, child. Well, I said he was shooting blanks, right? But she said he in a pamper. And I'm like, oh, I cannot with damn Truth Enterprise, right? So anyway, she over there got me laughing. So like I said, I still had to go over there and listen for myself, so people can't say, right, HTX, sweetie, right. So people can't say, oh, I just did my commentary based on Truth. No, honey, I went and listened because it was juicy, right? It was some tea that was getting to me. Okay, so anyway, I'm over there listening. I'm still listening. So she's still talking her ish, and she really is trying to be an adult when it comes to Lolo, but she was really getting Lolo together. See, Lolo was over there acting stupid and playing ignorant with her dick pig ass, okay? Bitch, you is a dick pig, hey AK. And you ought to be shame. I see why you bent over, bitch, because that's your favorite position. You ought to be shaming yourself. You know this man, it's just the fact I don't care if these people was broke up or not. You modded, y'all, Lolo modded the lady on her channel. Okay? Yeah, befriended the lady. Okay? And was calling the lady the best friend. Ain't that something just trolling? Modded up the lady the whole time. You trying to get Lemon to pay for him a trip to go to Vegas so y'all can do like what? Rub pampers together or something? I'm just trying to make it make sense. Y'all please hit the like button, right? Now, Lolo, ain't you already over there take a caretaker for your mama? You want to be a caretaker for this leukemia patient as well, bitch? Just like I said, sometimes, honey, when it comes to some women, they so silly, any dick at all, whether it work or not, or work for them, right? Just so long as they can say they got a semblance of a man. Now, y'all know that don't make no damn sense, okay? But for the fact that you is so dirty, hey, Keisha, that you had the nerve to befriend this woman, make her a mod on your channel, right? In this whole time, you is trying to get with her man, her leukemia patient of a man, bitch. Like I said, I guess you don't mind being a caretaker, bitch. You'll have two of them in the house taken care of. Is that what's going on, girl? I said, listen to this shit right here. People over there talk, child, if it's a live red vines, and they told it, right? So, uh, and like I said, Red Vines, the lady called him a narcissist, and evidently, and fast forward, there's another lady online. She was on the panel. Her name was Nene or Nana or something, and she's supposed to have a new baby by the drip guy, right? Now I don't think he dripping nothing. I think he dry. Okay, just like Lolo's coochie, sandpaper coochie over there, want to get dry, want to be wet, but it can't quite, reach capacity because a bitch bent over too much, right? Now I'm trying to figure out in my mind because y'all know I got a very vivid imagination. I told y'all this live is gonna be messy. Please hit the like button. I got a very vivid imagination, right? Leave me alone, see back, right? I'm thinking, bitch. So like, okay, say Lemon would have paid for the trip to Vegas, right? Because you tried to get him to pay. And then, oh, by the way, said when it came to the trip to the Vegas, the lady said Drake wasn't gonna be nothing. He wasn't gonna be nowhere but in the motherfucking York because he ain't got no money to pay for Vegas. I said, bitch. Oh Lord. She said she worked. He stole all that stuff from her. She was the one. Oh, she said she had bought 2 cars, right? And then, yeah, I agree with him, Miss Creole. Bought 2 cars, and he wouldn't give her a ride to work one day when her car broke down because he supposed to took it to get it fixed, and the man didn't screw on the gas filter tight or something like that, and the engine locked up, and he wouldn't give her a ride, and she bought the car. I said, what? You bought the car and he wouldn't give you a ride? Are you kidding me? Shit, when I say I would have kicked him in his leukemia. But anyway. Woo, that's right. They want to build the burn, man. I'm glad you said that, Miss Creole, because also I was thinking about Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And then I got to thinking about that goddamn K Michelle song, You Can't Raise a Man, He Already Grown, What You Gonna Do? Because she was like, he got childhood trauma, and he got this, and he got that, and he need to be on the therapy couch. Let me tell y'all something. Lolo, you and Drip, okay? Y'all need to, you online all motherfucking day in this fantasy world, okay? When you need to be fantasizing about Jesus, okay? You need to be trying to worry about getting through the pearly gates, okay? Lolo, you all bent over, bitches. You gonna be able to? Is you gonna go through the pearly gate sideways? Cause they say that road is narrow, honey. Okay, and Drip, you all online fronting, like you something that you not. Okay, old perpetrating lame ass nigga. Okay, online like a whole bunch of them are, right? Now, see, that's the reason why they say that some black men are the white women of the black community. Okay, hey St. James, right? You over there suffering with leukemia, a form of cancer, but you fooling around on your wife when she was willing to care for your raggedy ass, and she couldn't take it no more. Probably after you had that so-called baby, which probably ain't even yours. Okay. Instead of you doing all this and all that, cause see, the Lord will teach you. Okay, he can teach you easy, honey, or he can teach you hard. And some motherfuckers are so stupid that they absolutely never learn. Okay, and after he get through showing you grace and mercy, he's just gonna kick your ass. Okay, now take my word for it, cause this done happened to me. I had to learn the hard way at one point in time, but goddamn it, I learned. Okay, trust and believe. Ah. So now you got leukemia. You still disrespecting your marriage because you legally married, okay, in the eyes of the law and the goddamn church, okay, and you still fooling around on your wife. You got and the girl that's supposed to have his baby, she says she's 32 years old. The wife says she's 42 years old. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on with these people? These people are younger than me. So how old is the drip guy with the leukemia? I said, Lord have mercy. And people over, y'all please hit the like button. I appreciate y'all so much. I got 76 people in here and 36 likes. We getting there. Hey, DM show. Right. So you still ain't learned your damn lesson. I'm a widow and taking my your I guess time accepting offers. I know that. Look, let me tell you something, Miss Creole. I can't do it no more. If God forbid something ever happened to my other half, I'm done. Okay, I refuse. I can't put in that much time. I can't. I don't have the strength. Okay, I flat out don't have the strength to do it no more. Lord have mercy. Okay, child. And so he just 44. Lord have mercy. These people ain't even 50 years old yet. Okay. Hey, lovely love. You ain't even 50 years old yet, and you still is messing up, right? Y'all look to the algorithm. Y'all look to the world. See, the world tell you can do anything you want to do, right? If it feel good to you, just do it. Okay? That ain't how it go for real. All right? It's not. This ain't no Aleister Crowley shit. Okay? Do as thou wilt. Hey, love. That ain't how it work for real. Okay? Just cause it feel good, honey, don't mean you supposed to do it. Okay? That's just like a big old woman wearing like some booty shorts or something. Honey, just cause they make them in your size don't mean you supposed to wear them. Okay? So I do not believe now. I don't. And then I heard the 32-year-old alleged baby mama supposed to have a girlfriend. And then some people was thinking, well, where the baby at? The baby don't ever cry. Is there a baby? Right? So evidently the wife and the girlfriend don't like each other, but they both online. Okay, and they was both on uh Lemon's panel last night, right? What got me is that Vonnie, the wife, is currently dating a man that is out. Yeah, she said the man was separated. I said, bitch, let me tell you something. People have soul ties, right? And you got to be careful of soul ties. Now, see, Vonnie, you ain't learned your lesson yet either. Because this man can go back to his wife. Now here you are giving up some more of your precious damn time. You're still married to your first husband. You're dating somebody else's husband. You still ain't learned your lesson. Okay? And old trashy ass Lolo, she just trying to get it wherever she can get it. Girl, you is trash, okay? And why y'all is dick pigs and y'all old ass bitches. And Lolo ain't the only one. I heard some commentary from I was over there in the clouds of Brianna yesterday when she was asking what's her name? When she was asking Mrs. Lemon, Krista, why was Krista so worried about Lemon's, tallywhacker, right? Why is she so worried about who he show his tallywhacker to? Or what he do with his tallywhacker? Cause he ain't never gonna give her the tallywhacker, so why she worried about it, right? It's Livia. I hope you drop the link. I will definitely drop the link. I'll drop it now, child. Wait a minute. This woman you're talking about. Well, the Vonnie woman is the wife, right? Just read my book. She's separated from him now, right? But they're still legally married. Now she says she's fooling with a man now, cause she finally done with him after all this stuff he done from her, stole from her, lied on her, cheated on her, allegedly got a baby by her, all this, all that, right? The drip guy, all online, doing the most. I guess he can't do nothing but be online and live out his life, especially if he in a damn pamper. Okay, nigga still ain't learned. Okay, see, there's a difference between niggas and real men. Okay, I don't know how you. I don't understand why some women won't associate with niggas. Okay, I refuse. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised by a nigga. I was raised by a grown man. Okay. And so when I reached adulthood, I had to find somebody that acted like my daddy. Okay, took care of the home, provided for the home, protected the home, etc., etc. And I would not accept nothing less. Okay, how can you move to another man curve? Well, she ain't curved from. They broke up again. They broke up again, but she still loved. She's still scorned because if she wasn't still scorned, she wouldn't be on here trying to get Lolo together in a real cute way. Because I listened to it last night. I said, "Oh, she's still scorned. She is still scorned. Okay, she ain't had enough yet." Because when you don't no longer care about somebody, honey, you don't talk about them no more. You don't sit online and try to, let the world know how dysfunctional and toxic they are. Okay. Cause let me drop this right now. Let me get the link, y'all. Cause all you're really showing is how dysfunctional and toxic you are. Okay. No, she ain't his bedside true. They ain't even involved. She got another boyfriend that's married. She say he's separated. Mm-hmm. Child, make it make sense. There you go. Anybody can hit the link if you want to. Yeah, but she's still married. She's still married to the drip guy. Lolo still want to screw him. Okay, the baby mama hit the link to put her 2 cents on it. But the Vonnie lady and the baby mama, I guess, don't like each other. Okay? And ain't no telling who all the Vonnie lady done been into it with online. Let me put my banner up, y'all. Who else she done been into it with online cause of this raggedy man, this worthless piece of a man. Okay, if you can call him that, and I use that term loosely. I do. This nigga, I'm sorry. Okay, because it ain't a man. Miss Creole?
Yeah, it's me.
Hold on, baby. Lovely love.
It's me, babe.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for
Good
hitting the
morning.
lane.
No,
What's
Hi.
going on,
no
ladies? Let me
problem.
take this banner down.
I just want to say this, Miss O, me and you go back and forth on her about a whole lot of things. And I wanted to
Absolutely.
say, I was going to touch on it when I went live today about what James said. First of
Mm-hmm.
all, I agree with him because the
Yeah.
beef sector used to be the sector everybody wanted to be part of because
Yeah.
they knew what we had over here. And the
Mm-hmm.
OGs like yourself and all the rest of them kept the gates closed. Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't just come in. And that was my issue with Lemon. That was my
Yeah.
issue with him because you let anybody up, you make them think they're a part of the beef sector and they're
Yeah.
not. But this new 2.0 don't care. All
Yes.
they
Girl, you
want
took
is,
that out of my mouth. Can you say that again? Who don't
yeah,
care?
the 2.0, they don't care.
Hmm.
And
Don't give a damn.
it's
Mm.
diminished what the beef sector was over here. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Lord. Mm-hmm.
Everybody comes up, everybody do what they want to do. They let all these people who's not a part of the B sector cuss
Mm-hmm.
everybody out in the B sector, dog the OGs.
Make money off our content.
Yeah, make money. And when James said that, I had to catch it because he was already off when I saw it, but I was looking at
Mm-hmm.
part of it. When he said that they came over here and made money off us, they go back to their sector, talk
Mm-hmm.
about the beef sector, and we go over and support it. How does
Ain't
that
that some
work?
shit? Now I don't do that. The far as I go down, I will go to the limit because he is adjacent. But as far as these other sectors, I don't know nothing about 'em. Like I don't know nothing about that. What sector is that Vonnie lady and the drip and the girlfriend?
I
Where
have
they come
no
from?
idea. I have no idea. See, when I
I
don't
don't
know,
know
if
them
I don't know
people.
anything, if I don't know anything that they're talking about, I can't support it. Because
Mm-hmm.
even though my particular channel is not beef sector channel, I'm beef
Mm.
sector. That's
Right.
where I started from was with all of you all in the beef sector.
Exactly.
And then I wanted to say this. I was talking about this to some people. We was talking about 50 and up. Some
Mm-hmm.
of us, I realize this and it's sad, but some of us that's 50 and up don't act like we 50 and up. It
Oh,
says the
girl.
older is supposed to teach the
Woo,
young.
girl, let me tell you something. Some people grow older and wiser like us, and some people just grow older. Okay.
Okay. And I'm proud to say I'm 55. I've been through some stuff some people couldn't even
Let's
outlive
go,
me at.
Exactly.
55.
Exactly. That's why I
Let's
Okay.
said,
go.
did you hear me? I'm sorry,
Yes.
lovely love, but did you hear me when I said the Lord whooped my ass and I learned my lesson?
Okay. So,
He whooped my ass. Do you hear me? And I learned my lesson.
I don't understand what the big
Child.
deal is about these people being on her in their 50s still trying to hold on to your teens.
Woo,
Baby, it's
I
over.
don't even want to.
Thank you.
I'm too tired to do that.
Baby,
Creole.
I can show
I,
you how
I
to be
can't even.
great
I can't
again.
even go back. I can't
I
go
Okay.
can't
back.
either.
If
I
I
just
get
have the
my
energy.
20s and 30s up on here, y'all wouldn't even know what the hell to do
Oh,
with love.
lovely love, I wouldn't be on. I didn't have time. If it was an internet and I was in my 20s and 30s, I wouldn't be on it because I didn't have time.
And then last but not least,
That
let me say
part.
this, and I'm gonna let y'all take it. And last but not least, yes, I'm a widow. I had a wonderful husband. We almost did
Yeah,
30 years before he went out of here. I mean, a
yes,
wonderful husband. It don't mean we didn't
yes,
argue. We argued every
yes,
now and then, but we liked
absolutely.
each other and loved each other. See, a
That's
lot of
right.
people
She
they get
gave me
married
a
and
chill. Just
a
gave
lot of
me
people get married and they love each other, but they don't like each other.
Uh,
We so
that,
happen to like
can
each
you
other.
say that again,
Come on.
Say
child?
it one more. Say it one more time.
Some
Hmm.
people get married and they love each other, but they don't like each other.
Ain't that,
Me
that's
and
the
my late
problem. Mhm.
husband, we were friends and we loved
Yes,
each other. Okay,
yes.
so I
That's
am not
how it is for me
best
and my
friend.
husband. I like that, man. We are friends. He is my
Okay,
ace boom cone. He know all my skeletons, and I know all his
That
skeletons.
part.
Okay, but
and
that
I
don't
said,
mean we don't motherfucking battle, cause we real petty. Even the dog petty. I done told you that, Miss Creole.
okay, and I
Even to
said,
this day, but see, we done got older. We laugh about it now, right?
yeah,
We'll get into it
yeah,
about some dumb shit. Like I want to drive the motherfucker's truck, and he won't let me drive that damn truck. And I'm thinking, oh, you love that truck better than me?
okay. And so I
Well,
get to that's what I keep saying. I'm in my 50s and I'm living my best life. And I'm not desperate,
Yes,
thirsty,
ma'am.
or ugly. So I don't have to
thank
just
you.
pick anybody with a penis just to
Thank you.
feel relevant. No, I know who I am. And
But let me ask you this, Miss Creole.
yeah.
Now, in my opinion, right, y'all all have your own opinions. I'm glad Lovely Love is up here because
Me too. I was wondering about her. Yeah,
we
me too.
all got our own minds, right? And I got some questions for Lovely too, right?
Uh-huh.
What do you, what do you think, like honestly, about Lolo chasing it? It's not like she didn't know he was married. She befriended the woman and made her a mod on her channel. What do y'all think about that?
Okay, so Lolo was my boo. Okay.
Okay.
She was my boo. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have nothing bad to say. I have told Lolo to her how she moves and
Mhm.
but again it goes back to some people not carrying themselves in a certain way. Now I
Mhm.
don't know what she's
Mhm.
for in a man or whatever, but you can't change people. If that's what she want, then I wouldn't. I told you I don't want no builder birds. You got
Nuh-uh.
too many issues for
Can't
me.
raise a man.
I don't want that. So
Mhm.
I just feel like until, and this is me, and I've told her this, so I could say this, until she realizes who she really is and what she offers, she's gonna always
Mhm.
repeat the same thing.
But what if
Whatever
that's
that
who
is.
she really is, though, Miss Creole?
Because Lolo, she has a great heart. She
Mm.
really does. And she's not dumb at all, but
No,
she
no.
acts like it.
Because she manipulative hell. I'm sorry.
Well, that's two different things, okay?
Okay.
But what I'm saying is she's not dumb, but
Mhm.
think she is comfortable being one way, and
Mhm.
that way seems to work for her, whatever that
Uh-huh.
way is, and that's
Mhm.
who she is. And I know she has a lot going on, and I think she comes on her for an escape. But I still want her to stand in her power because, like I said,
But you still gotta have some integrity about yourself.
yeah, that's what I said. Stand in your
But
power.
I say, okay, can I
Go
chime
ahead, baby.
in?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I say, Lolo, get his money, the white money, get all that shit. Because you know why?
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
got no
say,
money.
no, no, no. I'm gonna tell you. If a man wanna cheat or whatever, we didn't make them vows. Your dumb ass did. So I'm gonna get all your goddamn pockets, you and your wife pockets. And that's what I gotta say about that.
Well, lovely, it ain't that. Now, I have to disagree because number one, he ain't even with the lady no more. Okay,
Oh,
but she
okay.
is scorned about the way that he treated her, right? And
Hmm.
number two, I am a wife, just like you a wife, and Creole is a wife. It don't matter if her husband going to glove and she still is a wife. Okay,
But
I
if
would
he
never
wait a minute,
agree with a
hold up.
bitch. I would never agree with a bitch trying to intervene in somebody's motherfucking marriage. Do you
I won't either.
understand me?
But
I
you
won't
know
Because
either.
what?
one
Wait,
boundary,
wait,
let me
wait,
finish.
wait.
One boundary that I had with my relationship with my husband and myself first started is that if I don't ever want to think that I can't trust you on that level
Facts.
because you know me. This is a boundary.
But you
And
know
I'm
what?
not going to fool with you anymore. Okay? And
But
evidently the nigga, now if he did it, he a good one because I ain't found out about it. Okay?
you know what? When you got a wife like me, I am a wife, right? And I have
Yes.
did things in my life, and I'll be like, girl. So I learned from that mistake that I did when I was messing with the married husbands, because I have. And they be
Uh-huh.
trying to leave their wife. I was like, no, you better go back to that hoe because I want your bank account. And guess what? I'm a wife and I have to know what's going on in that bank account because you have to look at that bank account. Oh, you did what? Wait a minute. You have
Yeah.
to look at that bank account and see if
Well,
you a good
I don't even
goddamn
care.
wife.
See, here's the
Wait a
thing, I
minute.
can take care of
Wait.
myself.
If you a good wife, you
Mm-hmm.
gonna know that bank account. That's my best friend that I lay against
Mm-hmm.
every night.
Mm-hmm.
So we sharing everything. I ain't doing nothing. Oh, I
Well,
got a
me
phone.
and Miss Creole husbands, they
I'll be right
retired
back. I got
us.
a phone
They
call.
retired us. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. He
I
showed me.
haven't worked in oh, where lovely go.
She said
I
she be
haven't worked in I put I'm gonna drop the link again. I don't place my when it comes to my relationship, I don't place it on monetary gain, okay?
right.
Because I know that I am going to be protected, and I know that I am going to be taken care of.
And you know what, Miss?
So,
You said about integrity. Let me say something real quick. I have been telling my people since Sunday. A guy that I was engaged to back in 1988. Okay, you hear that right?
mhm.
1988. I'm skipping all of that. Anyway, I just told him we had a whole conversation Saturday, and I told him Sunday I would not be his friend no more, because he wanted to be friends and all that. But in the midst of him wanting to be friends with me, Miss Olivia, he told me he loves me. He's still in love with me. The problem with that is he's married.
Uh-huh.
And I told him no, because I wouldn't want my husband being married to me pining over another woman. I can't
Right.
do that. No. So
I
I don't
can't.
want right. I'm a
And then
wife
like
first.
Sandra said, it's about self-respect.
Right. I'm a wife first. I'm team wife all day, every
Is
day.
me too.
So no, I don't care nothing about all of that. If you a
I don't
husband,
either.
stick with
Mhm.
your wife.
Yep.
Don't do that. And I don't care how flattering and all that stuff. No, because I couldn't sleep with that. I'm like, so I told him, I said, I don't want to be your friend. Thank you for contacting. I'm glad we cleared the air. But you married, stay with your wife. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do nothing where I'm
Yeah.
concerned. I mean that. Because
Yeah. Because I can't respect you if you
come
acting like
on.
that. And you still
Come
married.
on.
I can't respect. The reason why I couldn't even marry a man or fool. I couldn't even fool with a man if he even got one child. Somebody asked me that online one day. And the number one is I don't have no children. But number two is how the hell you gonna take care of me if you gotta take care of your child? And I can't respect you if you taking care of your child. And if you taking care of your child, how the hell you gonna take care of me?
Okay.
So
And
that
that's
ain't
what
gonna
I
work
said.
for me. It's
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
work.
Miss O, they get mad at me because I said on my channel, I don't want no man that has a responsibility with some kids. If your kid is still in high school all the way down to daycare, miss me. Because
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life, I don't have to do nothing but get up and do me. And I don't want no man that got to go to PTA meetings, baby mama call,
Mm-hmm.
you got to change
Them
pampers.
soul
I
ties,
don't want
right?
right. I don't want none
Yeah.
of that. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
want
need none of that either. That's
mm-mm.
not my world. I can't I don't
But I
just
will
no.
say
I
this,
feel you. Mm-mm.
you and if you don't mind me saying this person's name on her, VS, mother, even five, all of y'all was trying to tell keep the gates closed. Even Sean Bradley before
I
he took
know.
exit, he was like, y'all, you got something over here. I'm gonna exit, I'm doing other things, but you got something over here,
With them,
blah blah blah. And I
like you said, them 2.0s. And
baby,
then Jay, I'm glad you brought that up again. I'm almost 200. I got 55. Um, James said something else that really struck me. Um, when he said that some people over here don't mean no good to the sector, they just want to burn it down, right? And I
yeah,
knew exactly who he was talking about. And
yeah,
the reason why they want to burn it down is they come on here and overshare, right?
yeah.
And people that have been over here for a long time, you can't make that stuff go away. Cause see, sometimes if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Okay.
Right.
If you don't come on here sharing your whole life, all right, and then you turn around and try to rebrand, of course it's the beef sector, and people gonna throw it up in your face, and it ain't never gonna go away.
True.
So what you would rather do instead is burn it the freak down. And you want to argue with the OGs, try to discredit the OGs, make it seem you gonna rename yourself 2.0 and all. Honey, that ain't gonna work. It ain't never gonna go away. You should have never come over here oversharing in the first place.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I agree with him when he said that some people over here just want to burn it down. And I knew exactly who he was talking about. And then to confirm it, the very person that he came over was talking about did a live this morning, and that was really, really upset, really, really angry. Just
Okay.
hollering all the way to work. I said, is she okay? But see,
Mm.
it touched the nerve. All right.
Okay.
You just want to burn it the freak down. That's
Y-
all you want to do. But don't worry, because they did it. Because like James said, this ain't even the beef sector no more. Okay.
It's not.
And if
It's
you want to do commentary, because ain't nothing going on in the beef sector with the beef sector people, you gonna do commentary like this that I'm talking about with the lady from another sector and a husband and another woman and whoever this and whoever that and the other. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
It don't make no sense to me. But it is what it is. Time marches on. And then they got it here, these 2.0. So now here we are.
I
The
was
gates is wide open.
I was hearing people say, "But we got to grow the sector. We got to grow the." But you grow it authentically. You don't. You
Right,
don't just. I mean, at what cost do you want to grow a sector? Because then
right.
you're having a whole lot of holes and leaks and all this and stuff, and that's what has
Hmm.
happened. It's actually diluted now to
Yeah,
where the beefs for the original beef sectors were organic. Now
yeah.
everything is 1 minute. Like I heard you say that, Miss Olivia. You said 1 minute we mad at each other, an hour later
Hmm.
we talking. Two
Hmm.
days, and I mean it's like
Yeah.
people don't know. And then the new subbies that's coming in, that's what they're used to, so they don't think
Hmm.
wrong with that. But as
Yep.
old subbies, we know what the foundation was.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And that's why I said I wanted to make sure James knew that I agree with him. That's the only reason why I put his name in the video. Because I agree with everything he said. Because he's telling absolutely true. And it really don't make no sense because it really didn't have to be this way. You got people acting like other people, what I mean, trying to mimic other people, and they ain't even pulling it off. But you got a lot of new people don't even, they don't do the research, so they don't know what was. So this is the norm for them. And that's unfortunate. Do you see what I'm saying?
I understand.
You got other people trying to interlope on stuff that they don't have nothing to do with in order to bring
Mm-hmm.
their beefs over here.
Mm-hmm.
They're really bad. Now, some of these beefs that they want to bring over here is really, really, really bad because some of these people, they are really trying to tear each other lives apart. And they get mad at you because you don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Right. Right.
You
I don't
know?
like chaos in my life, and I stay far away from it. I
Yeah.
just that's not me, and it ain't like now. Don't get it wrong. I'm a warrior, but I choose my battles, and the things that mean something to me, it's not YouTube. It's just not.
Exactly. I get on do my commentary, honey, and I'm gone. Okay.
Hmm.
It's very rare that I did what I did yesterday, but I had to dress a helper. Okay, because how dare you try to sun me? Now everybody know I just want to sit on my porch and do my commentary and go on about my business.
I was trying to be like you this morning. You know how you say I got questions. That's why I said, Miss Olivia.
Okay. Girl, we had the same questions this morning. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It don't make no sense.
And see,
But
I
like you
have
said, I am team wife all the way. I am always
one always,
I
always.
hate that lady had to go through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that she going through it. You would think that she would have learned a lesson, you know. But if you're doing the same thing that was done to you, I mean, really, do you have a argument? But I'm still team you. But you doing it to somebody else. You doing the same thing to somebody else that was done to you. I'm trying to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
Yeah.
electric soul. I see what you said, Bo. I don't think they stopped making content. It's just organic. It's like I'm not gonna create something with you just to have something to say.
Right.
And that's why I said I think the new people that come in is so used to this instant whatever. They don't understand
Mhm.
the organic of the
Mhm.
beefs that used to go on, you know.
Yeah. There
And
used to be actual talent over here. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Actually, we used to have so much fun. Yeah, it was a lot of crazy stuff, but it was a lot of talent as well. A lot of talented
Miss
people. You
Kirsty.
know.
Mm-hmm. Just my
Mm,
thoughts. Good morning.
You know, I'm not going to. What she say?
I'm not coming to the beef sector anymore. I've been done for weeks now.
Oh, oh, I respect that.
A lot of people, and that's why when James come on, especially when he come on with the broom, everybody runs over there because they know it's organic.
It's
When
organic,
that's
right?
why people getting used to you now, because a lot of people
Yeah,
don't, they getting used to you because you're organic. Like some people really want the real.
right. Well,
So
that's why I would never have one of the quote unquote popular channels because I'm not going to feed you a lot of bullshit. I'm going to tell you the truth as I know it, and I'm gonna give you my commentary. Sometime it might go toward in favor of you, and sometime it may not. And because a lot of people have thin skins now, number one, if you got a thin skin, okay, to the
mhm.
point to where it's gonna drive you crazy. Like I talked about that lady yesterday that drove 17, 18 hours to New Orleans to stop a Kenola News, right?
Mhm.
Because of some stuff that they had going on, right? And
Mhm.
somebody put in my and I said what I said, and then I wasn't saying that Kiki was right and nothing that he said, but what I was saying was you don't even care about yourself. If you would drive all the way to another state because of words that's on YouTube, I don't care what these people said. I'm not gonna put my life in danger, not for words. Now, if you was to show up to my house, that means you really want content, in my opinion. You really want me to do something to you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you got to be out your and these ain't no young people. That
That's
woman
what
ain't young.
I went back and listened to your yeah. That's what you were saying. Mm-hmm.
It don't make I don't understand that train of thought. That ain't nothing but that'll let the algorithm drive them crazy. Okay, that is ego and ignorance. Okay,
Mm-mm.
that don't matter. How can you put when you start dealing with ego and ignorance to the point to where you live and you too old? See, we didn't see. Here's the thing: we not like some. I'm talking about young people, right? We didn't get raised up on the
Patricia,
internet.
did you read what Patricia's? I'm sorry, Miss O.
When she
What?
said, "I like this, but I couldn't." Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
She says, "I like this, but I couldn't believe that she was calling us black people dumb and stupid. Black people, uh, well, I guess black people built this country." Yeah, I talked about that yesterday, uh, because what is her name? Reed finally said, that Ness is the one that said that, black Americans are lazy and all of this and all that. And I'm thinking, girl, you is not the one to be saying that. You of all people, right? And because our ancestors did build this country, right? But the nerve of people is beyond me, you
That's
know.
interesting.
And that's right, Dr. Sobe. People are unalive. Unless we seen what happened in Vegas. We done seen many people taken up out this world because of the internet.
Yeah.
I don't even do Facebook anymore because, honey, that is the devil book. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I came on here and I did a story. I talked about it. I used to talk about it all the times that girl named was her name Rose McGowan or something. I could be getting her name wrong. When she was going to the little college and the boy that was stalking her online went to the same college and he stabbed her in the classroom, child.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that like, she was wrong to risk her life. Yes, absolutely she was. She was wrong to risk her life, right? And if she wanted to serve him, she could have paid somebody to serve him. But she was down there for 3 weeks. That's content. That's ego. That's stalking somebody. And then you're going to talk to this man's mama? Now, if my dear sweet mama was alive and somebody was to roll up on my mama with some nonsense that I done did as a grown woman, I'm going to think you trying to hurt my mama or anybody in my family. I'm going to see you as a threat.
My
And
God.
I'm going to snatch you up out your body for threatening my family. That's all I'm going to see.
And in Louisiana, baby, she took a chance.
She sure did. She got the right one. I ain't even lying to you. Like she literally got the right one. And
Mm.
they say it ain't even the first time she did it. Stump that said I stopped coming to the B sector because of the endless, worthless lives, hearing storylines that have been run completely into the ground, and the obvious lack of talent the newer creators pose. I absolutely agree with that. Joy says, when I heard you say she drove 70, yeah, honey, Brianna sent me over the edge when she when I when she said she drove 17 hours, child, I lost it for a minute. I could not believe. I said, child, every day I come on here and it's a more and more, the stories get worse and worse. Okay.
That's somebody who has matured though. Brianna, you can tell her
Yeah. Yes, she has.
she's really,
Absolutely.
yeah, I think she
Yeah.
made me want to do interviews. I used to see how she did her
Mm.
interviews. I'm like, I want to do it, but she had
Yeah.
me listening to her. Sometime I don't get to drop down, but Brianna, she's yeah, she's maturing a lot. You know,
Yeah, she growing on up. I
yeah,
have to agree with that.
yeah,
Red Vine says those black Americans in the chat are supporting her back. Yeah, I mean, because everybody love a train wreck. You
yeah.
know what I
Well,
mean? Them people that swear they love her, they don't love her. They just waiting to see her crash. Okay, they waiting to see her crash out. Okay. Doe Lover said the sector is dying for several reasons. Dying, honey, it's dead. One is because people don't want to be doxxed or have YT meet the real life. Well, I mean, that's gonna happen to all of us. I don't even think that the point, the issue is doxing
that,
anymore.
that
That's not
wasn't
even
even
the issue anymore.
no,
It's
that wasn't
dead
even
because of
supposed.
all the people that came in with their business and they nonsense, but the 2.0s let them in because they are too they want to, what they call it, networking. They
Yeah,
too clicked up with one another. How you gonna beef with somebody if you clicked up with everybody? Make that make sense. Miss O didn't Nest, Bree, and Pizza destroy the beef sector by selling it to folks like D. the Real, Shaquem, and Co. Like I said, these 2.0 people or this new version of YouTube and all this panel stuff and all of this and all of that, it all played a role. Who went to Ken's house? That some lady in another sector went to his mama house. I don't know if she went to his house or not, but they say she was there for 3 weeks. You know, so yeah.
think
Just knowing she's stalking Ken tells you, yeah. I mean, then you gotta watch out for people like her. But y'all please hit the like button. We got 68 likes. We on the road to 100 likes, y'all. That
yeah.
is weird to me.
Only thing I say, and Ken is Ken. We've been used to Ken since he got here. Ken ain't changed since he got here.
He ain't changed. He been
He's
consistent.
that's nephew to me. But I will say this: what I don't like is when people only take one side. Yes, he does say some stuff he know I don't agree with. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. And he know that.
nobody says anything when people say stuff about his daughter.
But that's true too.
Right? If you're gonna be anti-kid, be anti-kid.
That's right. You're absolutely right. My issue was the overarching message. And the overarching message was it is not okay to be online and have this algorithm drive you crazy to the
Right,
point to where you actually want to put your life in danger.
right,
You
right.
gonna drive 17, 18 hours cause of words, it's still words. I don't care what he said out his mouth. I don't care what you said out your mouth. It's still words. But when you cross that line and you show up at my relative's home, honey, it is now reality. It is not on, the internet anymore. You are now invading my actual life. Like you standing in front of me.
Yeah. Joy, I start calling him that because my origin is Louisiana. That's why that became that. But Daddy Ness, Lord. Anyway, I want to say this to you. It was warned. If y'all remember, Miss O, go back and think. People warned the beef sector that the Uma boys was going to come over here, infiltrate, and destroy the beef sector.
They
That's
working on it.
what it was. And when they came over here, what happened?
They're working on it. Ain't dug their heels in, and ain't went nowhere since. They really at the end of the day, they
Mhm.
if you really listen to them, they are not really concerned about what go on in the beef sector. They really want to drive the content towards the bull crap that they was doing over there in their sector, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they really want to do. If you're really paying attention to what they saying, right? They
Yeah.
really want that all of that stuff that went over there to happen over here. That's why last week. That's why I did that thing about caution. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
About being in other sectors' business. That was the message behind that.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know
But
nothing.
see, the B sector really is fickle, and we really ain't trying to take it that deep like they was taking it over there. I mean, like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get mad when you ain't concerned about what the hell they got going on or whoever the hell they talking about. Oh, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
They don't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And that's what I say. When I support people, but when they talking about, if I don't know what you're talking about, I'll give you a click in the view and I'm gone because it doesn't interest me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't care about that. And let me answer this, Sandra. I know you did I had to delete the comment that you wrote, Sandra. I believe it was you because you had that S word in there, right? And I understand that you was real upset. But when it comes to me, I am never going to be so agitated over some words on no matter how derogatory and disgusting they are. You can never make me get in my car and come see you over words. Cause that is messing with your mentals, in my opinion. And I am strong. My mind is strong. I'm strong. My mind is stronger than that. Okay? Cause unless you in front of me and you actually opposing a threat for me, I will cuss your ass out. I will get you all the way together. But I would never ever get so upset to the point where I want to come to your damn house. I don't even want to do meet and greets. That's how much I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't want to meet nobody over here for real. And I don't mean no disrespect.
Yeah.
you know. And I question anybody that attacks children too. And I can see that you are really, and I get the passion. You know what I mean? I get it. Don't think I don't get it, Sandra. I'm not saying nothing that he say is right. That's just what I'm not saying. I think you are missing my point. I'm not. I respect your point, but you can't oppose your point on my point, and my point is safety. You can't come stalking somebody in a state. You're going to travel from one state to another, okay, because of words on the internet. No matter how derogatory and absolutely disgusting they are, it's still words.
And
It's still words. I'm sorry, go ahead.
you fine. And I ain't gonna call you the other word, but daddy, my thing was this: how do you be in a sector who don't like black women for one, and you don't like gays? Why
Mm-hmm.
be over here in a sector that was built off of gay people and black women?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that coming a mile away. I'm like, y'all know
Mm-hmm.
what's wrong with that? Like
Mm-hmm.
these are the people who they are part of the manosphere,
Mm-hmm.
not
These
like
manosphere-minded motherfuckers.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like gay people, but y'all gonna let them over here and get all in the business. And I'm telling y'all, and that's why I understood, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna back off of her name, but I understood VS's passion when she came back. She's like, for real, y'all let all of this go in, like we built this, and y'all gonna let all these people just, and I understood her. I understood what she was talking about, like,
Mm-hmm.
and Miss O, you said that too. Like why y'all let
Yeah.
people over here? You call them interlopers. Why y'all
Yeah.
let interlopers come in and but people, like I said, it's all about numbers now. Where the old beefs wasn't like that. It's all about numbers and it's all about money. So like there's no way in the world I could see a James Caldwell, you, Fi, Lady Nika, Shelly. I can't see none of y'all being on live for 9 and 10 hours. I
Girl.
never.
Dang, you tell the truth about that too. No. I
And
cannot.
you know,
No.
I,
Mm-mm.
I mean, to each his own. And I don't have no, like I said, I don't have no issue with Lemon.
I do. I don't either. But
My
I
only
just can't do
I
it.
had two of them. I had two of them. My one
Mm,
was, of course, Lolo, how he did her, because that was my friend, and I didn't
mm-hmm.
like it. Okay, but I've already addressed that with Lemon on Lolo's panel. And then two, how he just allowed anybody to come over here and they automatically are B sector. I didn't like
Mm-hmm.
it because I knew
Mm-hmm.
TrezurLane said, what y'all had, you gotta protect it. But now there ain't no protection.
No, no, no. It just is what it is. Seasons change, people change. Honey, things is even changing in this country, and people trying to
Okay.
fight it. But honey, if you let it go so far and you don't shut it, and it's damn near too far, okay? And now
Mhm.
you got all these people trying to protest and trying to walk it back. But you got to ask yourself, is it too late? You got a man up in office literally done tore down part of the White House. Do you know how old the freaking White House is? You gonna demolish
All
part of the
that.
White House to put it the old the I mean that's got to be. I thought the White House was protected under the when the people that protect the old buildings
The
and
landmarks and stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the landmark. I thought it was a historical landmark. And you
Yeah.
got this man up there turn part of it down to put the old White House, turn the walls down to put in a new ballroom.
Yep. You know why? They're supportive of the thing to erase Black history.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
I
It's
agree with you.
really
Yeah.
wanting to get one because they know that we have our stand on reparations, and whether they want to admit it or not, we will get it. This country owe us the foundation that it's built on. Okay,
Sure
they owe
do.
us everything. All these Fortune 500 companies, they owe
Mm-hmm.
their blood because we
Yeah.
countries, we
Yeah.
build companies. Okay,
Yeah.
and they know that. So if they
Even the pharmaceuticals. We ain't gonna forget about Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah, they feel like if they erase our history, then
Mm-hmm.
see, I saw that happening. Miss Olivia, if you remember, go back to when they start removing these monuments. Remember the generals and stuff that led,
Mm-hmm.
slavery. When they start taking these down, everybody was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Why are they taking them down?" I said, they ain't doing nothing but erasing your history.
That's all. I didn't agree with him. I don't agree with him taking them down. For what?
Yep.
Because it tells a story. That is them trying to whitewash history, honey.
Oh,
All those Confederate monuments tell a story.
there
Okay,
you
it tell the story of how these demons, okay, enslaved people for over black people, kidnapped and enslaved them and treated them worse than cattle for over 400 years.
go.
I
Right.
absolutely agree. So why
Right.
would you take them down? Stand on it.
Right. Absolutely. And then a lot of people don't understand that, a lot of us, Black people, we don't understand our history. We ain't trying to learn our history. We don't want
Yeah.
nobody to tell us our
Let me
history.
tell you something. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. Let me give you an example. Right, Miss
Mhm.
Hill. So yesterday, I had to get a read together, right?
Lord.
Because she wouldn't say who said, what I said she said, right?
Okay.
So she do her rebuttal video, dragging Brianna because she didn't like what Brianna said, right? But she starts the video talking about she ain't worried about me talking about my Malcolm X shit or something like that. I said, you know what, bitches be worried about the wrong motherfucking thing. What
Mm.
about? Do you realize even right now that they are trying to do away with your fucking voting rights?
Yes,
Okay, and they have fired over 300,000 black women
Black
from the
women.
corporate offices and stuff like that. Do you know why they are they can't take black women because we are strong. We are the backbone, and then you got black men. Okay, you got it's not all black men, but you got black men like Stephen A. Smith
Dave Smith.
cooning their ass off, talking shit about Jasmine Crockett, because Jasmine Crockett is speaking truth to power while he over there saying, you're supposed to be nice to the man. Be nice to the racists that want to erase you so you can get what you need
Get it
for
all.
your constituency. Honey, it ain't about that. She's speaking truth to power. Okay? And you are weak. Okay, you are the current of the black community, and you're supposed to be the leader of the black community, but you too weak to do what Jasmine Crockett doing. So you feel away. And Dr. Soapy said he wants. Let me tell you something, Dr. Soapy. Don't you know that there are white Christian and evangelicals, conservatives out here speaking on panels talking about they want to bring back slavery. I said if these ain't some ignorant,
Hey,
inflammatory words,
got
cause
that
see,
today. Mm.
here's the thing. I'm sorry, Miss Corinne, I want
No,
you to
go ahead.
speak
Go
to
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
But see, they upset. They upset because we won't join in on like the No Kings March, and all of this and all. The reason why we won't interact and we're not on the front lines protesting for civil and human rights is because we've done it so long and we don't get no gains out of it, right? So they don't know how to function. They feel away. Even though the last true fight for civil rights in a protest, was a civil rights protest led by the brother Dr. Martin Luther King, right? So they don't understand why we're not on the front lines, and they don't appreciate having to get out and do the work themselves. That is why this is not our place. We didn't create this problem, and we ain't the one that's supposed to fix it. But then when you hear stuff like these evangelical Christian preachers talking about you want to bring back slavery, that ain't nothing but inflammatory words. When you hear people talking about Jasmine Crockett, they're speaking truth to power. When you got a Cory Booker up there not doing a goddamn thing but looking
Well,
stupid, okay? Too
well,
scared to open his damn mouth. All right.
come on.
You really need to think about what the hell is going on in this country. So I'm gonna keep on talking about my Malcolm X shit. Okay?
And you know what? Let me piggyback off you too, Miss Olivia. I was just telling everybody, and I shared some shorts. My granddaddy just turned 91 years old. Okay.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, we honored him because he's been preaching for 64 years. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Mitch McConnell, believe it or not, used to be over in my granddaddy's office talking to him and working out plans for Black people. Mitch
Mm-hmm.
McConnell, if y'all don't know who he is, Google him.
I
Okay. He's
I
the
do,
one that
yeah.
just failed not too long ago.
Girl just fell still up there. Still I know.
Okay.
But
But
oh
here's the
child.
thing. My granddaddy told me, he said, heck now, sorry, white people, but I'm just going to tell you what he said. My granddaddy said, had I known that peck of wood was going to turn out like it, I wouldn't have never let him set with me.
Mm,
This is what he said to me. He said, whatever you do,
mm,
don't let them shut your mouth. He said,
mm-hmm.
keep talking. Okay, because I've told this story before, but my granddaddy used to march with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther
Mm-hmm.
King and him used to sit together and strategize. He was
Mm-hmm.
actually with Martin Luther King when Martin Luther King got shot.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
In the encyclopedia books and everything. One day
Mm-hmm.
I saw him taking off his shirt and I seen this big old like gash, whatever on the side of his body. And I said, Granddaddy, what happened to you? He said, oh, baby, that's when me and Morton, we was marching and they turned them dogs on us. He said, so
Mm.
bit me in my side right here, and that's just the mark from where the dog bit him and everything. It healed,
My
but
God.
it healed weird. So when I tell people get mad at me because I talk about Black history and stuff like that on my channel, and they're like,
Mm.
"Here she go again." I've had people email me and say, "We don't want to hear about that." And you know what I tell them? Don't tune in.
Well,
I'm
they call me
always,
racist. Some of them still call me racist over here.
and some
You
of them
know.
are Black racists. They
Yeah,
don't like.
then they black this the black people that
Come
call me
on,
racist.
come
Cause I'm
on.
telling them the truth about their history, girl. But anyway, go ahead.
Now,
I don't even get it down.
my point is, I'm like you. I'm not going to ever not stop talking about us. I
Mm-mm.
feel like some of us are still with our head in the sand. We don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what day it is and what time
Mm-hmm.
it is. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to take some. It's okay to listen to whatever you want to listen to, but I always
Mm-hmm.
say, don't always eat dessert all day long.
All
Eat your
right.
dessert first, middle, or last, but I always get you some substance too.
Just get you some substance. I don't mind coming over and clowning and fussing and talking about nonsense, but I try to, drop some realness, in my commentary. You know that.
Come on,
You know
yeah, I
what I
know
mean?
you.
Like we're talking about, I go from one end to the other because it is very. Now I understand that especially Black people love escapism, right? We
Uh-huh.
love stuff like this. We love TV, and part of the reason why Black people won't escape because we have so much stuff coming at us from birth,
Right.
every day at any given time. You just don't want to deal with it to the point to where you don't even want to acknowledge it. And if
Yeah.
you got other Black people talking about it, that means that you're going to have to acknowledge it. So you say you don't want to hear it. You talk about when she say she pro-Black, but she talk s about Black women, and I sure the fuck do. Because what I'm not gonna do is uphold you in your damn wrong. But I will drop some gems in the midst of me talking about you. I don't appreciate nobody else that
Okay.
ain't Black motherfucking talking about you. Okay,
That's how I
I
am
don't
about
do
my
that.
family.
But I'm not never gonna say I'm not Black first. Every other race on the planet is them first. Okay, the Mexicans is Mexican motherfucking first, right? Why they want you to be upset about what's going on with them and immigration? You got ICE disappearing Black people off the street as well.
There you
Okay,
go. There you go. Come on, Miss O.
so
Yes,
you got to keep it a buck.
yes.
Chinese people is Chinese people first. White people is white people first. I don't give a fuck if they say they are allies or not. Okay, and there are some that are really trying to be like. I listen to the women that I help TV over there, them two white soccer moms over there. They be giving me my whole life, talking about Donald Trump, right? But
Uh-huh.
they don't realize that they even suffer from unconscious bias, right? It's because I listened to them one day, and they were trying to lightly question why black people weren't joining into the protests and the No King, rallies and all of this and all that. That is unconscious bias because we are tired of carrying the load of this stuff on our back and getting no recompense for it. Okay, so
None.
y'all do it for a while. That's
We get paid
unconscious
no attention.
bias.
Right. We get paid no attention. That's what we
No
get paid.
attention. They get what they want and then they kick us to the curb.
Right.
Okay,
And
so y'all broke it. Y'all fix it.
what I don't like is I feel like this, and people may get mad at me. I don't care. Okay. I feel like this. Honor us.
Mm-hmm.
Honor us. We the ones built this thing.
Exactly.
Anybody else who come over here and y'all get all these free loans, you get all these free programs, you don't
Yeah.
have to suffer. You need to honor us because we are the reasons you're able to come over
And
here.
then you got black folks, other black folks. See, it don't matter if you come from Haiti or Africa or Jamaica. When your ass hit American soil, you a nigga just like us, okay?
Hell, come
But you
on.
got them people, the foreigners that come over here. They don't like to associate themselves with black people. But them white people that you trying to kiss up to, they are associating you with black people, okay?
Thank you.
So you making yourself look foolish because they don't like your ass anyway. It don't matter how much ass you kiss. They still gonna see you as black people.
Fact,
Okay? But you
fact.
want to come over here and disrespect the very people that their ancestors built this motherfucking country. Our blood is in this soil.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
And so the nerve of some of even these Anglos or these immigrants telling black people to go back to Africa. Go back to Africa for what? My ancestors descended from there. But honey, I'm many generations far away from my ancestors. Okay? If my people that were slaves at one point in time were strong enough to withstand chattel slavery to the point to where I'm sitting right here today, that
Come
means
on.
we are some strong people. We
Thank
are
you.
not a lazy people. So what the fuck are you talking about? I don't appreciate shit like that. Okay? Because if it wasn't for them being so strong from the day they crossed the Atlantic Ocean, strapped to a goddamn in the bottom of a goddamn ship. Okay? They
Yeah.
survived generation after generation of chattel slavery, Jim Crow, motherfucking every goddamn thing, the civil rights marches, everything you name it. I'm still setting my ass right motherfucking here. Okay, many generations later, and there are many generations in front of me because of them. So yes, I got a problem with people saying stuff like that.
And Miss Olivia, think about it. Everybody has gotten reparations but us.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, we
Yep.
endured this stuff for over 400 years. I
Absolutely. And
don't think
still
black
enduring
people
it.
think,
We
yeah,
are
I don't
still
think we think
enduring the
about
effects of
that.
white supremacy, racism, the
Yeah.
system. We still dealing with it.
And they keep on saying, oh, get over it. Oh, get over. I tell you what. I tell you what, and this is what I propose. Y'all want us to get over it? Okay, let's flip it. Let us do to you all what you did for us for 400 years. Let us do it for 40 days.
They couldn't
Let's
take
see
it.
if you can let's see if you can endure it.
They couldn't take it.
Let
And
us
see, when they
do the
say stuff
horses.
like, we want to bring slavery back, that is trying to get people out, antagonize black people, because they know it can't never be nothing like that no more. Okay? But they just want to antagonize you and rile you up so Trump can say, well, it's a race war now. We got reason to, impose martial law on every state, county, and city,
That's basically
in this country,
yep.
because we got a race war going on. Meanwhile, he the biggest troll on the motherfucking internet. Did you see what he did? That meme that he put up, talking about the protesters.
When he dropped duty or something on them.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's what he think about the white peoples that was out there protesting. What the fuck do you think he think about us?
okay.
That's another reason why we ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Y'all broke it, y'all fix it.
A lot of white people voted for him because they thought he was gonna make it bad for us.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's
Yep.
only thing he honors is the dollar.
That's
Anybody
all.
who got the dollar, he's for them. I don't care what color you are. If you don't match his income, he ain't looking at you. So
He
now
ain't looking at you. Okay?
they're
Exactly.
suffering. We already knew, but now they suffering. So it's like y'all want
Yeah.
to what? We gonna sit back
But
and
you
watch?
still got black people living in the dream because you still got black MAGA supporters, mainly black men, a
I
lot of
know.
them.
I
And that's
know.
unfortunate. But that
That's
just goes to
sad.
show you how much of the afraid of the man that they are. Okay, that's why women have to come out here and make a stand, you
And that's
know.
why I don't
And it's
understand.
not all black men. See, they make
Right.
all black men look bad.
Yeah.
These niggas is not black men. There's a
Come
difference,
on. It's
okay?
a difference.
We were
Yep.
married to black men. You
Right.
know, a lot of people fool with niggas, okay?
Right. Don't and
There's a difference.
I was telling some people, I said, don't you know back in slavery when the master beat the man, beat, the black man and all this and wouldn't feed?
Hmm.
I said, don't you know that wife would give the man her boob so he can get milk from her breast
Yeah,
to help strengthen him and
yeah,
keep him going? I
yeah.
said, y'all honor black people or black women a
Yeah,
little bit
we
more than
we we
what
we
y'all do.
bartered our bodies,
Come on.
and things of that nature to protect these black men, and they feel some kind of way that we had to protect them when it is them that were supposed to be protecting us. But we didn't mind because we was trying to keep our families together, and we was doing as women, as black women. We know that we don't always get to do what we want to do, but we know absolutely that we got to do what we got to do. We don't
And
have a choice.
that's why sometimes miss out when I see some of these women on here and
Hmm.
they do. I can't do it. I just go to another channel. I'm like,
Exactly.
it's is what. Okay, who was that? I don't know who it was, and I'm not trying to be fun. Who was at the show? They breasts. Do you
Yeah,
know who?
they say that Sour Patch chick did.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay,
Child, child, that thing, that ain't child,
I don't got nothing to
child.
say. I'm sorry. If I knew it was her, I would have never asked. I just heard
Okay,
somebody kept
that
saying,
thing, child. Like I said, that thing, child. And
mm,
then I heard Brianna, talking about. I think Crystal was saying, is Sour Patch going after every man that she go after or something like that?
"Okay,
I
come
was
through,
like,
Crystal.
what? You got a point.
Come
You
through."
know what I mean? I said, is it some kind of damn competition?
Okay, I ain't even seen Just Crystal, which I don't. Like I said, I don't drop in no more on different places, so I wouldn't assume.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, this is messed up. When I was in, I guess I'm just different. I don't think I'm better. Well, yes, I do, but I'm just different too because when I was in my 30s and stuff, I didn't sit on YouTube.
Yeah, but
I was
me
too
either.
busy living like I'm in my
I,
50s and I still don't sit on YouTube.
I
So
don't. I was how when I found Facebook, was I even in? I don't even think I was in my 30s. I don't. I don't even think so. I don't
it's like
even
I be
know.
like, does these people touch grass? Do they have friends outside of YouTube? I mean, I just
I
be
don't even know how they have time. They supposed to have families and stuff, child, and they always on YouTube all day long.
mm.
I get bored fast. I got a short attention span. I can't do it all day long.
I got ADD, really. And it's like if you don't catch me in the first 30. Matter of fact, when I watch a movie, I watch the first 30 minutes, 30 seconds, and I go to the last minute. And if it's something I don't think I'm gonna like, I won't even watch it.
I won't even watch. I can tell right off the bat, like you, whether it's a good movie or not. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even
Whether it's
watch.
something good or not. I can't even that be down saying I'm tell you something else I can't stand too. I can't stand goddamn football, okay?
Really?
This is a football household. Do you hear me? My nephew was in college right now playing
Okay.
the football. He been playing football since he was 4 years old, right? Let me
Mm-hmm.
give you an example. So, and
I've
I'm
been
gonna get out here too. I got to get out here, but I don't like it. I don't because I think they're trying to hurt my baby. I got a thing about protection. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. There's only so much I can do. I don't want to embarrass nobody,
both of my sons
Miss
be had
Creole. I don't want to embarrass nobody.
yes. We
But
had
let me
them.
tell you what happened to me, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So my nephew, I got a grown nephew, right?
Mm-hmm.
He moved to the same state that my nephew is in college, but he playing college for them, right?
Okay.
And first he was going to play college for a HBCU
Okay.
in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
So the game plan changed, and now he's in SEC because of those NIH deals or NIE or whatever deals, right? So he wants a different economic game plan because he don't want to. He say that he don't want to go to the NFL. He want to be in finance, right? So
Okay.
anyway, child, and he real frugal too. Let me tell you how frugal he is. I gotta tell you this. I gotta get out. This is so funny, right? So I have a not by blood, but by relation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A niece that owns a hair salon in Atlanta, right?
Okay.
And but my niece now in Atlanta used to be Anthony, right? Used to
Okay.
be a boy. This is my
Okay.
niece now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my nephew, the one that plays football, he
Okay.
travels because he can't come all the way over here. And he real specific. He just like he's a real Capricorn through and through, right?
Uh-huh.
Like he think the sun rise and set on his black ass, okay? And we part of the problem. We are part of the problem. I'm not gonna lie, okay? So he
Okay.
real particular about who touch him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and that's part of our problem too, right? So anyway, he down there this package weekend. He don't went to her name is Anaya now. Went down there to get his hair, twisted back up and and get lined up or whatever the boys do, right?
Okay.
So he took a couple of his friends with him to the salon, right?
Yeah.
So the friends at the salon, and I'm assuming they was looking funny or something, right? Like
Okay.
something just ain't quite right with Anaya. You know what I mean? And Anaya is beautiful. She has always had feminine features. She has never been wild. Just is real feminine, right?
Okay.
And so anyway, they still down there, and they still boys. Like my nephew is like he used to this is auntie, right?
Uh-huh.
And so he down there looking and they looking, you know, because there's several people that work in the shop that's part of the community, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so they looking. So my nephew calls me and says, BB, because they call me BB, right?
Mm-hmm.
BB, I don't want to go off on these niggas because they looking at Auntie funny. I said, baby, why they looking at Auntie funny? They said, he said, I'm saying, man, if they say something to my auntie, I'ma flip, I'ma go ham. I said, baby, don't go ham. Right.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. They just don't understand, right? They don't understand the dynamic. It's okay, right? So I call Anaya and I said, girl, what is going on down there? She said, BB, I know. I done told him to calm down, that it's okay. I told him not to trip because he's supposed to be his little cop. I said, girl, Anaya, whatever you do, don't let that boy trip out. Cause she said, I know they don't understand. I said, I know, baby. But she said, I'm gonna take care of it, Auntie. I said, okay, baby. So evidently he got his hair done, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what he done got his hair done. He done got his eyebrows sculpted because he got these
Okay.
bushy eyebrows. He really he a Capricorn. He into his self care, right?
Yep.
So, honey, he getting his stuff done, got his little lineup. Anaya do her thing. You know what I mean? She do her thing for him. She do her thing. She done did the little man manicure, the whole thing. He go down there for his self care because he ain't heard, right?
Right.
So when he get through, he going back up to the front to where the other dudes was because they was acting like they didn't want to get their self care done, right? Honey, he came back to the front and Anaya was like, by the time she got out of there, she done all three of them's heads.
Oh
Okay?
wow.
Done arched eyebrows, done manis and patties and everything. And they all done left happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my my nephew called me back later on. He said, now see, Auntie, the next time I'm going by myself. I said, why, baby? Because they was messing with your auntie. He was like, no, these niggas trying to be like me. I was like, oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay. I said, look, I said, boy, you don't
Lord,
sit your ass down somewhere. But I am glad it worked out because I did not want my baby to go off on these people
I know
because
it's
they don't understand. But family is I say all that to say is family at
yeah,
the end of the day. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And honey Anaya been around here since before. before Jabari, since he was a teenager, since before Jabari's mama ever thought about having a baby. Okay, that's
Okay.
why Anaya is auntie, right? But we are very protective around here in this family. That is why I felt a way about what happened. Via my commentary yesterday about people coming to people's homes and stuff. That is not cool to treat people that way.
Right. Miss O, I'm gonna let you finish your commentary out and I'm gonna drop down. But thank you for having me. I enjoyed
Okay,
myself.
honey, thank you for coming up. You know
You're
what I
welcome.
mean? I appreciate you, girl. Thank you for
Thank you.
spending some time with me today.
Okay, love. Bye bye.
All right, talk to you later. Bye bye. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here because I really do have to go. I had to tell y'all this story. I don't know how I got there, cause y'all know we always start somewhere and finish somewhere else. But child, let me tell you something. Once again, I don't care what these people say online. You can't show up to my place of residence or nobody place of residence in my home and expect not to get snatched out of your body, okay? Your soul gonna go one way and your body gonna go the other way. I'm just saying that don't make no sense. People go around here tripping. They telling their life. They telling their business. Okay, what went on in their marriage? All of this here and all of that there, and then you want to get mad, and then really it's content at the end of the day. Y'all better stop letting this algorithm drive y'all crazy, black people. Y'all got real things to worry about. Okay, it's real things going on in this country right now that we got to live in. And like I said, escapism is good, but honey, you can't let it consume you because it's a reason why they say black folks is always the last one to find out. It ain't that black folks is always the last one to find out, it's that black folks don't want to deal with it until they absolutely have to. Excuse me. That don't make no sense. But it is what it is. Okay. Hey Fifi, yeah, hey everybody that came in. Okay, I appreciate y'all. But y'all, I'm gonna get off here and start my day. I gotta figure out what in the world I'm going to have for dinner. Y'all, I woke up, it was so dang on cold in this house. Do you hear me? I said, Lord have mercy, I am not cutting on no dang on not cutting on no what do you call it? No gas yet. I don't give a damn. Let me get out some space heaters, okay? I said, let me break out the space heaters because I am not cutting on no gas in October. Okay. I said, Lord have mercy. But anyway, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I got a good little kiki out of that Lolo and that other lady's story. I felt bad for the lady, but thank you, Miss Queenie. But then, I got to thinking about, girl, why in the world did you go for it for so long? And there was some other stuff that she said too that just really grossed me out. And I was like, I was gagging when she was talking about certain things. I was like, oh Lord, oh Jesus, it was a lot going on with that story. But that's what James meant by, you know, it's the owl sector right now. It ain't the beef sector no more. It's the owl sector, right? But some people, they have been scorned by the sector. I agree with James when he say that these people that have been scorned by the sector because they done told all their damn business now want to burn it down. Okay? But that is a personal bit my problem. That's what you get for oversharing, okay? Child. Thank you, Rain Slowly. But anyway, I gotta go out. Thank you, Lovely Love for coming up, and thank you, Dr. Creole for coming up. I appreciate you guys. I thought Brian might have popped up because he told me he was gonna pop up yesterday because he said he was in Seattle, child, and I wanted to see if he was really there or not. But he didn't pop up today, child. Smooches to you, Miss Creole. He didn't pop up today, so I guess we're gonna have to see how that pan out. Whether he there is he there really or not, but I'm guessing no. You know what I mean? Now some people were saying it was a play. Him and this was doing the play on people and all of this and all of that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know, and I really don't care. Okay, at the end of the day. But we go see. James was talking about how they hyping the trips up and all of this and all. Did you see the KO video? About? No, I didn't. Red Vines. I'm gonna have to go take a look at it. Now they hyped up the Vegas trip. The last time it was really really boring. It turned out to be a flop. So we gonna see if it be different this time. That's all I'm waiting to see. Okay. Thank you. Just my thoughts. But we gonna see. They're hyping it up again. All this drama and intrigue. Surrounding it. We gonna see. Maybe we'll get some good content. I hope it go well. I still don't think the lemon extravaganza is gonna come to fruition. But hey, I ain't psychic. Okay. But we gonna have to see. DK also tagged you in a must watch on there. Oh, what's the name of it? I might have watched it already. Do you remember the name of it, Red Vines? I go find out. Like I said, honey, I might have watched it on time. Because all I did this weekend was I did my housework. I didn't have to do my grocery shopping. But I looked at a lot of TV on and off. No problem. I go take a look at it. I hope I didn't see it yet. I looked at this one documentary on Netflix. Y'all. It was about that lady that got shot by that current neighbor of hers. Shot her in front of her kids. I said, Lord have mercy. And the whole documentary was mostly police footage. I felt so sorry for them babies. I said, oh my God. That was just absolutely uncalled for. You in a neighborhood with a whole bunch of kids, you expect them to be quiet and not play? And it really sounded premeditated. I can't even. It's called the Good Neighbor or the Perfect Neighbor or the something neighbor. It's on Netflix, y'all. It's a documentary. I know y'all heard about that black woman that got killed by that white woman. About her kids or whatever. It was just I felt so bad for them babies. And then the one little boy, he was blaming himself because he couldn't do CPR on his mama. It was just so sad. I was like, it just broke my heart. It just really did. Oh, you think that's it, Red? Oh, okay. Well, honey, I watched it, but I'm gonna still go over and look at his wall. Yes, Empress. That was just so. And the lady was just such a hard worker, and she took such good care of her kids. And it seemed like everybody in the little community, little cul-de-sac or whatever, they were so close. They just had that one, you know, I don't even that one demon there. The perfect neighbor. Yep. The perfect neighbor. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. I was like, oh my God, they ain't got their mama no more because of some madness. I said, Lord have mercy. And then the lady happened, then she was acting like she was a victim. When the police trying to take her in the cut, told me, I can't do this, I can't do this. And the man told her, we're going to have to do it easy or hard, basically, but you going to do it. You going to get up and get fingerprinted. And I was like, oh Lord. Child, but they gave us so many chances. I said, now, if this was a melanated person, honey, they wouldn't have got all them chances like that. But that's the stuff I be talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, I seen that, The Perfect Neighbor. If y'all haven't seen The Perfect Neighbor, honey, y'all look at that. That is so sad. I was like, that was absolutely so unnecessary. That didn't make no sense. That was just pure evil. Pure evil. My goodness gracious the life. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. So I can tend to my business, figure out what in the world I'm gonna have for dinner, child, and whatever else is going on, right? And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all stay woke, honey. Watch your back, your sides, your front, your up and your down these days, cause honey, it's getting real in this country, okay? So y'all got to be careful. We all got to be careful, okay? And honey, and depend on the Lord. Look to the Lord first. Don't be looking at man. Cause it ain't nothing that another human can really do for you. Look to the Almighty, okay? Look to Him first. Look to Him for real. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.